welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse live at E3. Up next, we've got another great indie title to show you. This is Swords and Soldiers 2. Ronimo couldn't be here to show off the game themselves because they're actually back home hard at work finishing the game. So they've asked that Tim here from our European office comes over to help out with showing off the game because he's been working with them closely, and we're really excited to take a look at this. This one is exclusive for Wii U and will be out, I think, fairly soon. And also, I've got Scott Cardenas here. He's going to be helping us out through the demo, and he's also from our U.S. office. So, guys, we'll take it away.
All right. So we're looking at the sequel of Swords and Soldiers that was originally released on Wii in 2009. So that's 5 years ago, and it's been a long time coming. And the fans have been waiting for this one. And as a fellow Dutchman and fan of series, I'm happy to show the game. And the developers are actually watching right now. So
hey,
good luck finishing the game, guys. All right, so we've got the campaign mode up here, the single player. There's going to be an overworld map that sort of, when the clouds dissipate as you progress, that will show paths and hidden features. And we'll just be showing in this demo 2 levels that to show the gameplay and some new features of the game. It's a sequel, so there will be some similarities, but there's going to be a lot of awesome new things to see.
Yeah, and I think folks coming back from the original game will be really happy to see the Vikings are back because they're such a blast when you play the original.
Yeah, the humor is great in this game. I mean, that's the big key kind of hook. Is that you know, not only the strategy behind it, but also the humor that comes with it, and fans will remember that from the original and see it here again.
Yeah, and we're actually fighting Blackbeard again. So if you played the first one, Blackbeard is the infamous enemy of Part 1.
Yeah.
And Redbeard will be pummeling him.
Yeah, and this is brand new right off the bat, seeing the mobility of your base.
Yeah. So it's a strategy game, side-scrolling 2D strategy game, where you collect resources and you build units, and your goal is to get to the other side of the map that's now covered in fog and destroy your enemy or protect barbecues.
Yeah, and along the bottom of the screen there, you can see roughly how far you are through the level. So you can see there's a lot ahead of you there before you're going to finish off this stage.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, one of the new features here is that these units walk automatically when I create them. But actually, one of the new features is that I can now also set waypoints. So you see here this pile of gold. I can actually set a waypoint for the worker and she'll go collect it, which adds a new layer of depth because you can actually control some of the movements of your units. But you have to watch out because you have to protect them as well.
Yeah, and that's really where the challenge comes in, because you're not just creating the units and allowing them to kind of progress forward. You have the ability to scroll, and you also kind of, you know, through use of, as you kind of build the economy and you're building your units, you're able to watch them moving forward and assist them. Through the use of spells, and we'll be able to show one of those here shortly, just how that helps out.
All right, so we got some berserkers out here. We've got an axe thrower down there as well.
Yeah, I'm starting my attack right now.
Excellent.
I'm also going to build this mana tower that will help us collect more mana to cast more spells throughout the level.
So each one of the units has, you know, its own unique characteristics. So your berserkers are, you know, kind of your front line hand-to-hand combat, you know, very strong but slow. Then you got your axe throwers right behind that are much more quick, but they're a little bit more fragile. So you're going to need to, you know, kind of have them hang back a little bit.
Yeah, figuring out the strategy when you're setting out your units is such an interesting challenge here. It's so painful when you see, I've got one axe thrower out in front. That poor little guy doesn't stand a chance against all the guys who are coming over on the other side. And at that point, maybe just supporting with spells until you're able to get some other crew out there to back them up. Yeah,
there's a lot going on at the same time, as always remembering that you got to continue to release those units as that currency and that economy continues to build. So you're watching all sides of the screen at the same time.
Yeah, and taking time to step out and upgrade your units as well, because you can swap over and say, okay, now I need to start building up this type of unit. I need to get that started before I can actually bring them out onto the field.
Correct.
I'm going to be building another tower here. Take a look. See the animations. It's this brand new engine in this game, hand-drawn everything, frame-to-frame animation, and it looks gorgeous on an HD screen. The first game already looked good, but this they've done a really great job in taking advantage of the higher resolution of the Wii U.
Just thinking that all of this was hand-drawn, that's an incredible amount of work. That's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, not only the sprites, but even these spell animations, all of that completely hand-drawn. And you know, people who are familiar with the original, we just released the HD version actually back in May, and you know, that was kind of an upgrade to the original WiiWare graphics. But this one, you know, fans that have played that one will notice right away this is brand new art, beautiful, you know, looking, and you know, works really well.
And so one feature on the battlefield that we can see here is there are 2 different paths that your characters can take. And it's really easy to swap back and forth. You tap, you have the sign adjust, so you can choose which way to go. But it's an additional strategic challenge figuring out how you want to split up your units between those two paths. Because on the one hand, you know, there's a lot of enemies there that need to be cleared out. On the other side, there's all this loot down at the bottom that you want to get. Oh no!
Look out!
Oh, the
Look
barrel!
out for the barrels.
Explode. Okay, okay.
We need
I
some
need
spells.
to go straight.
We
I'm
need some
falling
spells.
behind
Time
here.
to bring down the lightning.
So this is the tech tree where you're able to actually go in and select what units you know, you're going to be able to bring out and select from your inventory, but you can also select those spells.
And it's worth pointing out the tech tree is different for each stage.
Yeah.
It is.
So you can't build one strategy and rely on that, like this is my go-to, I just do things in this order and that's going to go. You're going to have different unit options available to you and different spell units, so you really have to figure out how to customize your approach, not only based on what kind of enemies are on the screen, but also what you've got at your disposal to fight with.
Correct. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And
that's
that's
a lot
really
of bad
awesome.
guys. That's a lot of Vikings.
Yeah, this is okay. This is planned that I'm going to fill this
Yes,
level
this
because
is
I
how
want to
we
show
show
you
you
another
the
level
move.
actually. So it's all good.
One interesting thing with the mana rune that you noticed there was that, you know, it's completely helpless. So you really kind of want to. It takes up the same exact spot as your tower does. So you really have to decide, you know, do I need a tower there where I can be kind of on the offensive, or am I, you know, progress far enough that I can use the mana rune instead and help your spells?
If you want to be a heavy spellcaster, you really need to have that extra mana support.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
Are you guys
it
ready
is really
to see
sad
some
when it
more,
dries up. Oh
some
yeah,
more new stuff?
absolutely.
Let's see good stuff.
Actually, we're going to show you a new faction, the demons. And you see this base moving. That's one of the new features. Base can move in this new game, so you'll be able to set strategic positions, and it adds a whole new layer of depth to the game. It's really awesome.
And you've got your net full of ham there, just, you know,
Yeah.
because you're going to need that. You're going to get hungry after all this golfing and fighting.
I love the barbecue.
Yeah. And we're on a golf course now. Something has happened, so we're going to investigate what it is. And this is where you can already see a preview here. You'll find the demons causing trouble.
The demons
So
being the
excited
new
about
faction.
those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, the original, you know, they had the Chinese and the Aztecs, so those are not in this game, but they've got the two new factions, so Demons being one of those, another one that's yet to be
And
announced.
the other one, you'll
Yet
have
to be announced.
wait and see.
Yeah, fans got to wait for that one, so.
Yeah.
All right, so heavy resource collecting to get started.
We're going to start with resources. And I already have a new spell activated, the polymorph spell, and I can just show you briefly here. We can turn enemies into sheep. So we'll be using that tactic later. Hopefully that will help me win this time.
Very powerful.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start building my tech tree, and here you see it's already different. Oh, and here actually the Clubman that I'm making now and the Meat Thrower, they're two brand new units to the game.
Yeah,
Meat Thrower, obviously throwing meat, and they love the meat, so they will regenerate them.
Yeah, so they're one that's very valuable at the back end of your unit, where again they can't really fight for you, but they can definitely continue to replenish the health, keep your unit healthy.
Yeah, so I'm going to try and send out two Clubmen and some Meat Throwers to boost their health and see what that brings us.
Little lamb chops in his hands there.
Alright, shall I turn this little guy into a sheep? Here, let's do it.
Boom!
Defenseless.
Oh, it's so cute.
It's
But
not
he has to
tested
die.
with real animals. This is pure fiction.
Not cute enough that he's not worth killing. And some of these demon units, I love the design on these guys.
Yeah, they're definitely vicious. There's a lot of new kind of you know, enemies. You've got a larger guy there, more hand-to-hand combat. So everyone kind of has their weaknesses, but yeah, you see they've got their portal there, which can allow their units to warp up closer. So they've got kind of an advantage by having that portal. You want to get rid of that portal before you can progress further on toward their base.
Yeah, I really enjoy the challenge where you don't know what's going to come through that portal, and it could really be anything coming. So you don't really know exactly what you're planning for as you're coming up to it. You could have a whole bunch of guys just suddenly plow on through it while you're trying to destroy it.
I need to destroy it before something big comes out. You never know.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Nice.
Waiting in the wings.
We destroyed the portal. Oh,
Here
their
comes
base
the
is
enemy
moving
base.
in.
So again, you got another little demon hanging out on a barrel there, right in front of the barbecue.
With the barbecue.
That's very important. We're going to protect them.
Gotta save the barbecue.
Yep, got to get to the barbecue.
Okay, so the barrel though.
Look out for the barrel.
I had to blow
So the
up.
best way to get rid of the barrels is if you can utilize the lightning spell. That will take them out. So if they're right in the middle of their gang and you use that lightning spell on the barrel, please take them out.
So I'll create a healing spell to help me out too. So I'm using a few more spells in this game. Hopefully that will help me out. Oh my gosh. All right, this is a new type of unit. It's called a super unit. every faction has a different one. This one is extremely heavy and powerful, and it can even sling his own guys to hit me. So
and you can only have one of these guys out at one time, so
yeah, we have to pull
kind
our
of a big deal.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Okay, we don't stand a chance against a super unit, so we need our super unit.
So, as Tim mentioned, definitely the super units, there's, new ones that they're introducing, and every super unit has kind of a super spell that comes with it. So, not only are they powerful in certain ways, but they, with the use of your mana, you have a different spell that will make them even more powerful. So, we'll try to see if we can't get our super unit out here.
And here comes O'Larry. This is our super unit.
The meat is on the grill.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, and he'll be able to do an uppercut. Here we go.
Go, Larry, go!
Go, go, go.
So by pushing the A button, you'll be able to take out your enemy.
Nice.
And you can actually juggle them in the air, so the more you hit him, you can knock them all the way back.
That will hurt him.
Well, Larry's a good guy to have on your team.
So now it's time for my comeback.
Don't forget
another barrel.
Keep your units going.
Oh, so you got a good batch coming out though. So
Yep.
You'll be set in a couple seconds.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, protecting that barbecues. Big deal.
Oh, poor meat thrower, no! Oh.
Building those mana ruins is that, it's again helping that spell increase. Those gold stacks that your fair maidens were collecting in the beginning, you'll see those turn into kind of the mana cubes, and they'll be also able to collect those.
And as someone who likes to spam lightning, I am definitely a fan of stocking up on the mana.
Yes. And this spell come in great handy. So here's Larry.
Yeah, we need him.
He just looks so happy to be alive.
And he doesn't spill a drop.
That's skill right there.
That's great.
I think I took down their super unit. I think we're good to go now. We're going to take over their base.
Nice.
Oh, another new feature of this game in skirmish is you can play against another player where each player has his own screen. One player can play on the gamepad and one on the TV, which is an awesome new feature.
Yeah, it's nice you can keep your approaches totally secret that way, so I can be like over on the other side of the room with the gamepad.
Yeah, not needing to use the split screen it just makes it perfect for the Wii U and the Wii U gamepad.
Yeah, anytime you want details hidden from your opponents, which is pretty sweet. Oh, you're getting so close.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Come
on, Tim, keep going. There you go.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
We're moving into their base. Okay.
It looks like there's some really creepy eyes up in the top
Yeah,
of that
there's
base.
some bad stuff in there.
Yeah, it looks cool.
We're going to take these guys out.
Okay.
Yeah, those clubmen are great.
It's over.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Way to go.
You did
Good
it.
job, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for your mental support too. So I'm not sure if we mentioned it, but actually the first game, Sword Soldier 1, the HD version was re-released on eShop the other day. So everybody that likes this, go get the original and then, get ready for the sequel for later, the end of this year.
It'll hold you over until these guys get this game finished.
Brush up your skills so you can really do some damage when you get into this one. But
yeah, absolutely.
And it's worth pointing out, like, the sort of like fog you see over here, it recedes as you go too, so there's a lot more stuff hiding under there.
Yeah, so these are just a couple sample, missions that are, but the world will definitely open up as you continue on, progress through the story, and then again, every mission, every area that you're going into is unique. It's different. The tech tree, like you mentioned before, is going to be completely different. So your strategy is always going to be changing as you progress through the story, and then making that two-player skirmish also an option.
Yeah.
It just throws it, another level.
Yeah, it's content packed, and we only saw 2 levels today, but there will be tons of levels in there, and yeah, it's going to be beautiful. So
and also the
hope
challenge
you
of playing
enjoy that.
as other factions as well, which
yes,
really looking forward to
yeah,
playing
with
the
their own
Demon
unique
faction.
units and everything else. Yeah, a lot of new stuff in this as well.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, guys, for swinging by. And I know the dev team's watching, so hi, guys. Thank you so much for sending us such awesome content.
Good.
And we're looking forward to hanging out with you guys soon as well. Folks, please stay with us. In a couple of seconds, we're going to be showing you affordable space adventures. You don't want to miss that. So hang with us. We'll be back in a few seconds. See you soon.
All right, take care.
Thanks.